Hello, hi, my name is Tarina House, and I'm representing UAOE Arts Entertainment. And I am the owner of UAOE Arts Entertainment. I created it back in 2022. During that time when I made UAOE Arts Entertainment, I first searched over the internet and I saw that there was no UAOE Arts Entertainment. What I saw was medical, like uh, a medical thing. That's what I saw. But it was more like a medical instrument, okay? But it was no company on the internet called UAOE Arts Entertainment. And I went to Northwest. I searched Northwest Registered Agent, and I told them, okay, I want I want to change my name from Unique Arts Entertainment to UAOE Arts Entertainment. And what I did is I basically was looking at the Africans. That's what made me change it from Unique Arts of Entertainment to UAOE Arts Entertainment. I saw the Africans up in Facebook, and I was like, oh wow, they got a Unique Arts Entertainment. And I was like, okay, I don't want that name. And the reason why I didn't want that name, Unique Arts of Entertainment, is because the Africans had it in Facebook. So this is how it goes. When someone has a company name already, you cannot duplicate. You cannot, because it will start a war with the other people, the other culture. So what I did was that I paid before I did UAOE Arts Entertainment. I already paid for Unique Arts of Entertainment when I didn't even know it existed already. So I paid $89 to start Unique Arts of Entertainment. And that kind of like stuck because Facebook, at that time I was battling with Facebook too. Facebook, see, once you get with a white man's company and you're a black woman or you're an African, white people have always been dogmentative over a company. And once it's in Facebook, once that company is in Facebook and it's not paid for, if it's not paid for, then anybody could use it. If it's not paid for, then people could use it over YouTube too, or TikTok. You cannot use a company if it is copyrighted already. Let's say, for example, I got UAOE Arts Entertainment. UAOE is already copyrighted by me, so they cannot infringe. This is what Northwest Register Agent said about California and YouTube them. She said they cannot infringe on your company if you are paid. You paid money to copyright that logo. That's not California's logo. That's in Arizona. That's your stuff. That's this is how LegalZoom go, and the copyrights in Washington goes. You cannot infringe on anybody's company or their logo. You cannot do that because the logo has to match the company, just like McDonald's. McDonald's have a logo. Okay, it's corporate, but then again, it's the same person that owned those McDonald's. So anywhere I go, I will own it because I copyrighted UAOE. See how that go? And by the Africans using Facebook, by them using Facebook, Facebook is in the USA. And if those Africans did not pay for Unique Arts Entertainment, then it's not their company. It's Facebook company. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. If you don't pay for the company itself, the logo itself, then it becomes another company's logo. Them Africans are coming over here. Them overseas people are coming over here to the USA all the time. But what they don't understand is you're using a USA company. You're using USA people. You're living in our residence. When you come over here to the USA as an African, overseas, a Palestinian, you are on our reservation. Welcome to the USA. You're not in your own country or continent or island any longer. You're over here in my country. Okay? Let's not mistake that. If you're African, if you're a towelhead, and I hate to call them towelheads, but if you are Palestinian, you're over here in my country. You don't own this country. You're over here as a visitor. That's what you are, a visitor. You're a guest over in my country. And that hurt that African girl feelings. I was at the pharmacy one time. This is an example of a culture clash. I'm a black woman. I'm born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I'm already American. I'm programmed to think in the way those white people are thinking, the way an American would think. I'm already programmed that's that way. Okay, I never had to change too much because I'm an American. But when those Africans come over here, what they have to understand is that you're a visitor. And that's why I told the lady at the pharmacy. She came yelling at my kids like she was still in her continent. I said, "Are you from Africa?" Because I could tell by your accent. And then she said, "Well, you need to." I said, "First of all, ma'am." And I think she quit her job when I said this. But I told her that you're in my country. This is not Africa. And she quit. She quit automatically.